Sigmund Freud, works and contributions. Sigmund Freud, 1856 to 1939, was an Austrian neurologist and the founder of psychoanalysis, a groundbreaking method for treating mental illnesses and understanding the human mind. His work revolutionized psychology, psychiatry, and cultural theory, laying the foundation for many concepts and debates in modern psychology. Psychoanalytic theory. Freud's psychoanalytic theory is one of his most enduring contributions. He proposed that the mind consists of three levels: conscious, thoughts and feelings we are aware of; preconscious, thoughts not currently in our conscious awareness but accessible; unconscious, deep-seated desires, memories, and emotions that influence behavior but remain outside our awareness. This theory suggested that much of human behavior is influenced by unconscious drives and unresolved conflicts, often rooted in childhood experiences. The structure of personality. Freud introduced a tripartite model of the human psyche. ID, the primitive part of the psyche, driven by instinctual desires and the pleasure principle. Ego, the rational self, which operates on the reality principle, balancing the demands of the ID and the external world. Superego, the moral conscience, which internalizes societal and parental standards. The interplay between these components, Freud believed, creates internal conflicts that shape personality and behavior. Psychosexual development. Freud's theory of psychosexual development proposed that personality develops through a series of stages, each centered on a different erogenous zone. Oral stage, 0 to 1 years, focus on oral pleasures like sucking. Anal stage, 1 to 3 years, focus on controlling bowel and bladder movements. Phallic stage, 3 to 6 years, focus on the genital area. Introduction of the Oedipus/Electra complex. Latency stage, 6 to 12 years, a period of relative calm with suppressed sexual urges. Genital stage, 12 plus years, focus on mature sexual intimacy. Freud argued that unresolved conflicts during these stages could result in lifelong psychological issues. The Oedipus complex. Freud introduced the concept of the Oedipus complex during the phallic stage of development. This theory suggests that boys experience unconscious sexual desires for their mothers and jealousy toward their fathers. The resolution of this conflict helps shape the superego. Freud also introduced the Electra complex as the female counterpart. Dream interpretation. In his seminal work, The Interpretation of Dreams, 1899, Freud outlined the idea that dreams are the royal road to the unconscious. He believed that dreams express unconscious desires and conflicts, often disguised in symbolic forms. He introduced the concepts of manifest content, the actual storyline of the dream; latent content, the hidden psychological meaning. Freud developed techniques like free association to uncover the latent content of dreams. Defense mechanisms. Freud identified a range of psychological strategies used by the ego to protect itself from anxiety and conflict. These include repression, pushing distressing thoughts into the unconscious; projection, attributing one's unacceptable thoughts to others; denial, refusing to accept reality; displacement, redirecting emotions to a safer target. His daughter, Anna Freud, later expanded on these concepts. Free association. Freud developed free association as a therapeutic technique to uncover unconscious thoughts. Patients were encouraged to speak freely without censorship, allowing hidden conflicts and memories to emerge. Transference and countertransference. Freud observed that patients often transfer feelings about significant people in their lives onto their therapists. Transference. Similarly, therapists may project their feelings onto patients. Countertransference. He explored these dynamics as key to understanding the therapeutic relationship. Case studies. Freud's clinical work included detailed case studies, such as Anna O. Though treated by Joseph Breuer, Freud used her case to illustrate the benefits of talk therapy. Little Hans, a study of a child's phobia that supported his theory of psychosexual development. The Rat Man, a case demonstrating obsessional neurosis. These studies helped solidify his theories but were also criticized for lack of scientific rigor. Cultural and literary impact. Freud extended his theories to culture, society, and art in works like Civilization and Its Discontents, 1930. He explored how societal norms suppress instinctual drives, leading to tension and unhappiness. His ideas influenced fields like literature, film, and philosophy, Criticisms of Freud's work. While Freud's contributions were monumental, they were not without controversy. Scientific validity. Critics argue his theories lack empirical support and rely heavily on subjective interpretation. Focus on sexuality. Many found his emphasis on sexuality in childhood excessive or reductionist. Male-centric views. Feminists criticized Freud for perpetuating patriarchal biases, particularly in his views on women and the Electra complex. Freud's legacy. Despite criticisms, Freud's work remains foundational in psychology. His contributions shaped therapeutic techniques, introduced the concept of the unconscious, and influenced how we think about human behavior. Modern branches of psychology, including psychodynamic therapy, are deeply rooted in his ideas. Even as neuroscience and cognitive psychology evolve, Freud's theories continue to spark debate and inspire new research. Freud's groundbreaking ideas, though polarizing, opened the door for the exploration of the human psyche in ways that continue to resonate today. His legacy persists in psychology, therapy, and cultural discourse, making him one of the most influential thinkers of the 20th century.